Hello and thank you for joining us. Night Guy here, doing a part 2 review video. If you didn't see part 1, please go ahead and check that out. That was my part 1 is my cold steel Cutlass machete review. Today we're doing part 2, which is going to be the Marbles machete sword review, Cutlass that is. I already did part 1 here. This, once again, as I mentioned in the part 1 video, if you haven't seen it, this is a plastic polymer training sword cutlass. We're not really going to do a review on that one, no need. I did a previous review on that one. Go ahead and check that one out. Let me know what you think. Moving back on. Back to the category of these cutlass sword machetes. Let's just go with sword machetes in general. Big fan of the cold steel sword machetes. I'm pretty sure I have every one that they offer. They just kind of fit the category of what I wanted to the kind of swords I wanted to use for the channel originally. Especially I was getting the feel of, what is a real functional sword, legit. I started with the cold steel Gladius, and it just kind of spiraled out of control from there. I enjoyed that one so much, I ended up getting all the other ones, including the one you see before you here. Anyways, I'm going to move along from that one, just because the review isn't on the cold steel machetes, but my point is that they're very functional and they were very inexpensive. I spent about $30, $40 a piece on each one, which you just can't beat for what you get for the money. And I'm a big fan of that on the channel, inexpensive swords that are extremely functional. Moving on to Marbles now, the Marbles machete sword cutlass here in particular. Marbles is a company I don't know much about. I do know that they make a lot of machete, knife-like utilitarian objects. They seem to be pretty sturdy in quality. The ones I have gotten definitely are. Mainly, it seems like most of their stuff is mainly stainless steel. Whereas, the cold steel ones come in a carbon steel. Either way, for what they're used for, they seem to be just fine. This one, the main selling point, unlike the cold steels, which, they're about $40 a piece at the time, I heard someone mention that the Gladius is running for about $180 now. They're just hard to find. So I'm glad I got those when I did. Maybe the same thing will happen with these. So, go ahead and get them while they last. This one I got for $20. And I mean, let me just pull it out. This here is not much to write home about. This is the packaging, sleeve that it came in. I kept it just because it has the Marbles logo on it. But most of the other ones I got just come wrapped in plastic and like Cosmoline. But look at this thing. It's what's inside the package that really counts. And look at this for the money. $20. I mean, look at the finish on that. The craftsmanship really doesn't look too bad, especially for $20. This one is similar to the cold steel in that it has a high polymer plastic handle. It's a little bit shorter. It's definitely lighter, due to the fact that most of the proportions in general overall on it are a little bit smaller. This one is about only 20 inches. Can't find my tape measure, forgive me on that. You see here it says El Salvador. I guess that's where these were made. But can't complain for what I got for the money. I really, once again, really like this finish. There goes the Marbles logo. It's upside down. Let me show you that. There, the Marbles logo. But look at that finish. Look at the fuller running across there. All that for just $20. Even the handle is nice, for a, relatively simple plastic handle. That's nice. It even has the same similar design you can see in there to the cold steel, where in this hole you could kind of see that it's a full tang running all the way through. Blade is nice and thick. The point isn't as, profound as the cold steel, but it's a decent point. I'm not sure if maybe it got flattened a little bit. I can't really tell. Maybe on shipping. It only came in that cardboard sleeve, and that's a shame on them. But either way, I have taken this one out right alongside with the cold steel, which I'm going to do again today. We're going to do some cut and thrust testing videos today with both of these. Please watch those. Anyways, I took it out before, but I had technical difficulties uploading that video, forgive me. But we're going to try again. They both handled really well. This one in particular, just to how light it is, it's almost like it's not even there. It's like cracking a whip. Being that it's curved, I mentioned in part one video when I was going over the cold steel that these curved blades, these single edge curved blades tend to be, in my experience as a beginner, a little more forgiving on the cuts for beginners. Um, and so I would definitely recommend it to any beginner, to try to get the handle on just some cutting if you like. I don't know if you like single-handed swords too much. This is definitely single-handed, but I really enjoy the nice hand protection you get there. Look at that. Nice little knuckle bone there, knuckle bar. And you even get a little bit of hand protection here, which I thought was really cool. So for the money, I really can't complain. That's a $20 sword right here. Small sword. They say they're machetes, but they handle like swords. So they're swords in my book. The one thing I did notice, and I believe it's due to the fact that it's stainless steel, after doing some extensive cutting, just mainly on bottles, softer plastics, stronger, thicker plastics, the edge on this sword wasn't quite as sharp. Now, the edge is definitely still there. This thing will still hack and cut like it's nobody's business, just not quite as sharp. I don't really go for razor sharpness, but it just felt like, it didn't quite retain the edge like the cold steel did. Not to mention, I was, doing a lot of cutting, so, maybe it's just because it's stainless steel. In my experience, I don't feel like stainless steel blades retain their edges the best. Let me know what you think of that. Any feedback on that? If someone has a little more experience with stainless steel blades than I do. I'm just getting into this cutting stuff, so most of my knowledge with stainless steel blades is going to be from, utilitarian purposes, cutting wire, cord, cutting rope, or, just yard work, vines and branches, shrubs, etc. Anyhow, we're going to try to do a serious test today with this one as well. I'm going to see if I could get a piece of wood and, see what this does to a piece of wood or what the wood does to it. Yeah, once again, for the money, I don't think you're going to beat it. I don't think there's any test that I can do on this that's really going to put it out of commission. I feel that it's going to do just fine. So let me know what you think of the Marbles. Show you one last look there. Marbles Cutlass Sword Machete. Let me know what you think. Please watch the cut reviews. If you didn't get to see part one, where I went over the cold steel cutlass, please check that one out as well. Alrighty, let me just, before I wrap it up, let me see if I can do a quick paper test. I have an envelope here. I'm going to cut right around here. See if that, does anything. Not really. It's attempting to bite in. Let's see if maybe down here. I haven't really cut down here. Down here is definitely sharper. Let's see here. You could see the two spots where I attempted. This was the first one. And then this was further down on the blade where I haven't really hit it too hard. Anyhow. Nice and sharp. Sharp enough for me, I guess. We really wouldn't call that sharp. But, I think it'll do just fine. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you for joining us. Please watch part one. Check out the Cold Steel Cutlass review video. Check out the Polymer Practice Cutlass training sword review video. And please check out the cut and thrusts on all three. On the two of these, or the training videos on this one. All right, let me know what you guys think. Thank you for joining us.